In the grand expanse of the galaxy, amidst the endless stars and whispers of ancient history, lies a beacon, a light unlike any other. A song breathes softly through the vastness of space. Known as the Astronomican, it is a gentle, golden glow that embraces the void, acting as both guide and protector for the Imperium of man. Close your eyes and imagine this shining star at the heart of a galaxy, its luminescent reach extending far and wide. As you drift off to the rhythmic pulse of its light, let its warmth and softness envelop you. The Astronomican is not merely a light, it is a harmony of souls, a choir of 10,000 psychers whose minds are united in melody. The Imperium relies on this beacon in ways not easily conveyed. Its location, deep within the immense grandeur of Terra's mountainous Himalayan range, speaks both of isolation and connection. There, beneath that sacred earth, lies the soul of mankind's empire. Those who lend their minds to this sacred task do so in service and sacrifice. For the light they fuel comes at great cost, a sacrifice of self, where individuality dissolves into the greater, radiant whole. As you lie still, listening, let your mind wander to those souls, their essence stretching outwards into the immeasurable silence of the void, painting a path of light for all of humanity to follow. As they sing, their voices blend into one, a symphony of thought, of purpose. They are the stillness amidst chaos, a constant in the ever-mutable churn of the warp. This profound stillness can be imagined not as a void, but as a celestial lullaby, each note carefully aligned, each thought precisely tuned. The choir's swell and cadence might remind you of a gentle tide, its ebb and flow soothing in its predictability. It is this stability that mankind's vessels seek out, tracing routes through treacherous shadows towards distant stars. As you relax into their song, imagine the elegance of their task, a choreography performed across unimaginable distances. The Emperor, seated upon his golden throne, is the anchor of this vast, swirling song. His psychic radiance is the heart around which this solar chorus revolves. In his presence, the tumultuous warp finds balance. The rend between realities narrows, and the light of the Astronomican burns ever brighter. As you picture this celestial exchange, consider the Emperor's gaze, vast and knowing, peering across galaxies, dreaming the dreams of 10,000 mortals. The dedication of the psychers who sing his song is unwavering, their combined strength manifesting in golden light, guiding the steps of humanity to and from the abyss. As you begin to drift into the embrace of sleep, know that the Astronomican's light will continue to shine, steadfast and unyielding. It weaves a path for vessels adrift, emboldening the navigators who ride its glow. With trust and faith in their hearts, they interpret its soft illuminations, turning the danger of the warp into a gentle crossing. So now, safe in this embrace, let yourself be cradled by the song. The Astronomican is your guide into rest, its safety mirrored in your dreams with the promise of return. The music of the stars you hear softly now, then quieter, quieter still. The navigators, those unique and essential beings, have been gifted with a third eye, a warp eye they call it. With this gift, they perceive the Astronomican intimately, an ever-present beacon amidst the chaotic currents of the Imperium. Imagine, if you will, their galleys drifting in space, engulfed in silence, except for the hum of machinery that breathes life into the halls. They sit poised at the helm, bodies serene and eyes closed, focusing entirely on that psychic light, the only steady point amidst the turbulent energies of the warp. Navigators remain calm as they traverse this treacherous sea, aligning themselves with paths known and unknown, paths that lead to distant stars and uncharted worlds. This dance with destiny requires courage, a quiet resilience honed over centuries. They interpret the light of the Astronomican, its variations and its whispers, as precisely as one might read a compass. Their skills guide them through storms of psychic energy, around whirlpools of madness, towards unfathomable depths in safety. Picture them now, their bodies relaxed and their minds alert, holding an innate connection to the world beyond, their skin's surface kissed by the occasional shimmer of their warp gaze. Their craft slumber beneath the stars, lulling its passengers into a gentle sleep while its navigator remains vigilant. They translate the light's steady glow into vectors and trajectories, navigating fearlessly. Feel the pulse of their power, so deliberate and purposeful, as they draw upon the harmony of souls outstretched to them, channeling purpose into the void. Due to the Astronomican's reach, innumerable worlds have been connected to the grand spiral of the galaxy, their isolated moorings broken and realigned. Through vast void distances, mankind forges paths, linking star to star in shimmering paths of light. The navigators play their part in this celestial tapestry, every voyage a song, every crossing a measured note in this universal symphony. In contemplating these cosmic travelers, picture a single candle against the night, holding its ground against the pervasive dark. Imagine the navigator burning with that intensity, tasked with a singular purpose, conduits for the Astronomican, bonded to its light, musicians in its eternal choir. The gift they share is one that transcends space, telling stories older than time, granting safe passage not just to places but histories. In this mesmeric dance of souls, both navigator and psyker work as one, bonded though distant. Tune into this connection, this seamless partnership that spans time and space, hearing only the calm lyricism of life persisting. Dream of their voyage as endless exploration, the quiet dedication required to navigate the unknown, and the gentle assurance that, for now, you are safe and can dream easily. Within this omnipresent light, find your peace, settled at the heart of the universe, stabilized by the silent song. The warp is a realm of shadows and echoes. Its ever-shifting forms hide turbulent seas of emotions, dreams and nightmares. It is a place where reality bends and shapes into chaotic mosaics. Yet against this anarchy stands a singular light, the Astronomican. This golden presence within the warp is a fixed point, a guide that is unyielding and ever true. Picture now a boundless sea, set free beneath unfamiliar skies, where thunder meets dawn, and within these restless depths, see a beam of light that neither falters nor dims. Its glow reaches out, slicing through the dark and the tumult, offering solace in its consistency. For many of humanity's travelers among the stars, it is both lifeline and sanctuary against the unreality that surrounds them, a constant friend walking beside them through nightmares come alive. If you close your eyes and listen softly, you may hear a subtle rhythm, the pulse within the warp itself, a hum that speaks of safe harbors and familiar shores. The navigators and their intuition, cultivated through generations, allow them to sense both the Astronomican's light and the hidden shoals of danger lurking within the warp's depths. They read the shifting tides of this psychic ocean, aware of how, in absence or excess of psychic magnitudes, a wrong turn could spell doom for their vessel. Yet still they sail, confident in the light's guidance. The navigators are anchored by the hope and faith embodied in this single flicker, chosen to walk this unearthly path in a duty beyond compare. In the recesses of the warp, the danger of straying too far from the Astronomican's watch is profound. Without it, ships risk becoming lost, cut adrift in a tapestry woven of madness and dreams. They depend on its glow to steer clear of turbulent currents, negotiating routes that respect its every nuance, aware of the thread upon which their futures hang. Meditate upon this balancing act, the silence of unfathomable distances punctuated by the soft swell of the Astronomican. There is a purpose interwoven with the sound of the light, recognition that it is both courage and beacon. Its constancy calms the storm-lined paths. With its steady hand, it delivers ships to their chosen destinations, fulfilling the mission of the Imperium. Conquest and trade, exploration and retrieval, all fuse beneath its warm, protective glow, sink into the reassurance it provides, knowing that in its warmth lies a promise of continuity, even as the galaxy turns ever onward in cycles of age. Bound by fate and folly, relieved from worry, you can rest easy, allowing your own mind to drift, secured by those who hold steady. The golden light breathes calm into chaos, and the tumult recedes like tides pulling away from the shore. As the sun dips below the horizon of terror, a quiet descends upon the revered city of the Imperium, the scene setting with an enduring stillness. Beneath the earth, in ancient chambers that twist and turn like the root systems of old earth trees, the air hums softly with the psychic resonance of the Astronomican. Here, within this hidden sanctum, 10,000 psychers lend their very essence to sustain this beacon across space. Imagine these souls, focused and serene, seated in vast concentric circles beneath arched ceilings that seem to reach the heavens. Their presence is a testament to the strength and unity of purpose that binds humanity's spirit. Each psycher enters into this lifetime commitment with solemn dedication. Their minds, powerful and focused, forge links that weave together to form a fabric of immense strength, a tapestry of light that soars high above the mundanity of mortal life. You can almost hear their low melodic chant echoing through the stone halls, language faded from history, yet sharp and vivid as it harmonizes into the rhythm of the soul. Their collective song reverberates into the heart of terror, reaching upwards to its orbiting ships and further still, casting a guiding glow to every corner of the Imperium. Behind closed eyes, see the lines of light etched in the dark, arranged as infinite pathways, shepherding the faithful. For many aboard the far-flung space hulks, It is the one constant in a world forever threatened by chaos. In their sequestered space, bathed in ambient light, the Psychers find serenity despite the strenuous task at hand. The architecture of their surroundings aids their concentration, the great domed ceilings soaring above, painted with constellations long since lost to myth. Their meditative faces reflect the calm acceptance of their duties, each mind a knitting point in a cosmic loom that stretches beyond mortal understanding. Picture the unbreakable link between them, the imperceptible pulse of thought and emotion that sustains the Astronomican, each heart a tiny ember glowing beneath centuries-old earth. The divine there sits, held in human trust, as their hands rest gently upon carved stone seats worn smooth by years, woven deep within the narrative of their world. Understand these sacrifices they make, the incalculable gift that their light bestows. As you settle more deeply, imagine the touch of their energy coursing through the sleeping Imperium, fueling engines and dreams alike with calm strength. Feel the peace they know pass through you, a ghost of their courage that you carry with you, and perhaps it is a part of your own dreams. As you drift on the edge of consciousness, know their vigil. Even now they remain awake and steadfast, a choir eternal in a dream deep as the cosmos. The harmony they uphold allows countless others to find their way home, every action essential, each heart's song an echo that resonates within the beautifully vast silence of the stellar realm. In this symphony of stars and the light that guides, the Emperor of mankind stands as maestro, his presence felt even across unfathomable distances. It is he who dreams the Astronomican into being, who stands as the pillar upon which its light rests. Picture him now, seated not merely upon a throne, but upon destiny itself, the golden throne, a fusion of human invention and the divine where man melds with machine in eternal vigil. Through him flows the pyres of hope and longing of humanity, the essence of their unyielding spirit distilled into pure thought. For within this place the Astronomican finds its anchor and power. Consider, if you dare, the weight of such a burden, maintaining a gaze so fierce that its light may beam across space and time. Yet in your mind's eye, allow his hands to remain gentle, his watch unyielding but warm, his being a canvas of ethereal luminescence, like sunlight pouring through the aged glass of a cathedral. It is the Emperor's light that binds the Psychers' song, a force that draws their united strength into perfect harmony, reinforcing the links that guide mankind's gaze to the distant stars. As this ritual unfolds across centuries, the Emperor's spirit becomes an enduring presence, a light that ebbs only softly, never extinguishes. His throne stands amidst cables and conduits like roots of ether, each binding the greater mechanism into continuity. Here, amidst this sanctum, machinery breaths breath drawn from other worlds, infusing each moment with the calm assurance that endures despite the turning aeons. This connection weaves into the sleeping minds of every soul within the Imperium, a promise wrapped in golden light, a soft illumination of hope and resilience. This light is not a stagnant thing. It dances across the heavens, interpreting the will of its master through patterns that leave unity in its wake, crossing impossible gulfs to reach the faithful. Steadily, under the weight of all, the Emperor reigns in his fortress of light, a glow that refuses the darkness and the chaos outside. Picture that reach extending ever further, always finding paths amid eternity's deep veil, never shifting purpose from the watch it holds. And so it is that his light remains, a beacon across the void unbroken, a thread of cosmic song echoing into tranquil paths. Allow this thought to relax you into night's embrace, eyes gently closing as you feel yourself nestled securely within the depths of his song. It is sung not only by the hearts of the Psychers, but by the Emperor himself, a melody for rest, for resilience, and for dreams without end. In the far reaches of space, far beyond Terra's vigilant light, lie other realms, worlds that echo different tunes in the midnight hour of the galaxy. Yet from these varied domains, the unwavering light of the Astronomican reaches. It acts as both sentinel and sanctuary to ships navigating the void, each vessel a world unto itself, held kinship to another by this gentle guiding star. Imagine, if you will, the ships drawn across the silent seas of the universe, at times appearing as simple specks upon some vast, midnight ocean. These vessels, crafted from iron and tradition, are bulwarks against the risks of the warp, a mobile sanctuary for those precious and fleeting souls carried upon the current. Listen close, as if you could hear the soft whir of the auspex, the distant hum of the ship's engines resonating through their armored frames. Hear, too, the silent utterance of warp drives engaging, the melody of stars, planets, and deep space echoes past in illuminated arcs traced by navigators' minds. The light carries them true, drawing them ever closer to destinations that fade into view. Ahead, faint worlds ringed with light and shadow, planets burgeoning with life or mystery, invite exploration or salvation. Thus, the distances between stars diminish, the light of the Astronomican drawing worlds together in unseen lines of golden glow. Even as the ships pass silently, their hulls cloaked in the golden thread of light recognize within them bustling energies of life and duty. Passengers move in orchestrated flow from one hold to another, motivated by duty, bonded by trust in the beacon that lights their path. This inexorable tide, woven into all human endeavors, guides these souls on voyages through the ink black that surrounds. Consider the tales told upon their decks, silent or spoken, the vibrant promise of exploration, and the calmness granted by faith's promise. They sail on, shielded from the unseen, a trail of starlight their guide and guardian, as if touching a mother's shoulder, reassuring in the fragile darkness. As the silence of the galaxy's breath wraps around them, they find strength in the constancy of the Astronomican that sings to them of their origins, their destinies, and the bindings that hold humanity, all fragile and undefeated together. Embrace this whisper, inviting you to rest, to know that safely wrapped in light, these travelers, kindred and stranger, find the paths they seek. In this web of interstellar journeys, find consolation before slow sleep draws you in. Imagine drifting along with these gentle guides, sheltered beneath the Astronomican's radiant glow, extending hope through realms, soft and unending, amidst the stars. The Imperium endures through countless epochs, and within its mythos, the Astronomican remains a legendary constant, a universal theme strummed softly in the cosmic silence. These stories, old as the stars themselves, find voice across the inhabited worlds, carried in whispers, dreams, and the shared wisdom of civilizations. You may hear these echoes as lullabies sung gently to the litany of sleep, carried in the warm embrace of memory and hope. Imagine, if you can, the kneeling figures beneath the sky, fingertips brushing the ground as voices join with the wind's sigh. Here, in this tender silence, bonds are forged, whispers passed from one heart to another, who sought solace within the light's embrace. The warmth and safety of the Astronomican take root in these stories, legendary in their simplicity but profound in their resonance. From birth to old age, these stories embody the soul of humanity across countless realms, nurturing the spirit amidst the trials faced by each generation. Picture children curled in restful slumber, their dreams illuminated by golden light, nations of humanity held aloft in their fragile realms, driven onward by the soft, guiding light of legends bequeathed. As each tale passes from one to the next, they cradle within them the promise of safe passage and the knowledge that uncountable souls have crossed this path before. The Astronomican looms large in their journeys, a constant known by every breathed word and sigh of relief, a unifying thread drawn tight across distance and time, knitting together new pages of history from the tapestry first woven. These stories, carried quietly in moonlit whispers, build bridges between stars and lives. They span adversity with the confidence of light that their faith in the Astronomican will carry them through the longest night, returning with the dawn's first glow. Picture the histories yet to unfurl as humanity presses forward, certain of their luminous guide. Though you find yourself far from the skies of remembrance, find comfort within the soft-spoken tales that hold the cosmos together. Allow their gentle cadence to lull you into deeper rest, every heartstring plucked by ancient lore, offering solace wrapped in simplicity and peace. The stories draw pictures unfamiliar and known, a journey shared through the light's radiance. Now encased within this tranquility, breathe deeply, understanding how space between stars narrows and divides with each telling, how the thousand points of light uphold dreams and tales born of old, found gently at your fingertips in rest's embrace. As dawn begins to stretch its golden fingers across terror's silent fields, a new chapter emerges in the ceaseless chronicle of the cosmos. Yet even in repose, the Astronomican remains a steadfast watcher, guiding and nurturing as the expanding tapestry of the future unfurls. Try to see through the eyes of the Psyche choir, each still stationed in silent vigil, a chorus of stars wrapped around the Imperium as it gathers strength to face another day. The cycles of galaxies reflect this recurring act of dawn, a universal reassurance that light prevails, even as darkness may try to encroach. With each turn of the celestial sphere, the Astronomican's light continues its unyielding vigil, its song softly tying together worlds unseen but felt. Children wake to the light's whisper, feeling its caress space, much like an older story's lull invite. Even though oceans of space yawn wide between each planet, they remain drawn into orbit by light's sacred promise. Every new horizon colored by its glow. As the cosmic web guides life into motion, so does the cycle perpetuate, ensuring the Astronomican song reaches every nook of life, eager for dawn's heralding. Now in this early hour, stay still and consider the quiet reverence of this moment, a soft acknowledgement of the unspoken bond shared across galaxies. The Astronomican remains a promise renewed, found in the first rays that touch sleepy eyes and warm, much-faded dreams. Envision the quiet strength this promise gives, reinforcing steel and spirit alike against life's tempests. This isn't merely a light, it's a promise of something greater, a testament to the unity that holds existence in poised grace. It assures the faithful wanderer that, even in the solitude of space or against the ominous threshold of the unknown, they walk hand in hand with hope. As you stretch towards sleep, embrace this notion of a path guarded by the Astronomican and the dreams it guides. Understand that across the distant worlds connected by this light that sings, another dawn will break, refreshed, restored. Underneath the starry sky, let this thought gently cradle you into calm as the universe echoes in resonance along the lines of light. Dreams arise, enticed by the call of new beginnings, guided into morning by the Astronomican that watches evermore. Lay at rest reassured that distance is measured not by space but by warmth of the everlasting celestial hearth.